Welcome to the 12th day of Christmas. Now, don't worry, young traveler. I have great news for you because I planned this so far in advance. Day 13 and day 14 will actually be around with fully built contest, by the way. So don't worry. So, what do we have to give away today? Today is a very special prize. Today is another gem backpack for one lucky duelist out there. Now, you might be asking, really, gem backpacks. So here's the thing. Players are constantly asking for these good, durable backpacks that they can actually use. And Gem actually did a fantastic job at producing something that was really up to par for that. So if you guys want to get entered into today's contest, all you gotta do is like, comment, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and make sure that you guys check out Gem Playmats as well. That way, if you guys are wanting to get ahead of the curve, make sure that there's something coming out that you don't miss. Make sure that you follow the Gem Facebook page. And, well, that's all I really got. Let's dig on into the 12th day of Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. What is up, 12 days of Christmas? How is everybody doing out there? I honestly hope you guys have enjoyed this segment. I know we're still not done yet, but that is fine. Today, we're going to be showcasing Lundrides' test run for Shaddolls. We have the Shaddoll structure deck kind of right around the corner. And a few players have actually been asking, hey, what do we do with this deck? What are some of the ideas? And once again, this is just kind of a basic test run concept. I'll share more updates and things like this as I see more progress from other Shaddol players out there. So remember, this is just one nice take on the deck, and especially with Master Rule 4.5 revision, this deck will be getting some majorly cool changes here. So, first up, this thing, the stupid Predaplant Link monster, it's 2 effect monsters to smash on into this, and then you could target one face-up monster on the field that becomes dark till the end of the turn. Okay, we don't care about that. You could pay 2,000 life points, send 1 Polymerization normal or quick play spell card, or fusion or quick play spell card, your deck to the graveyard. This effect becomes that spell's effect. And then you can ask for some monster for us this turn after you apply this. So you get to drop out a nice little Shaddoll monster onto the field for the cost of 2k life, but do we care about that? No, not really. Like, you get a free dump to resolve Shaddoll Fusion at the cost of 2 monsters on the field, which might seem a little bit rough at certain points, but this is going to be one of the cards that I definitely feel helps out this deck immensely. And we'll have to wait and see, of course, when Master Rule revisions and things like that, but give it time. But this is definitely one of the best combo pieces we've got going on for us today. So, we're going to kind of dig on into this, talk about the new combo pieces that are definitely a little bit better off than you would think that you would kind of want more. My biggest complaint about this deck, though, is they gave us a lot of new things, but it wasn't a lot, if you know what I mean. They could have done a little bit more. So, we have triple copies of Ash Blossom, Enjoy Spring, Standard Hand Trap, Standard Disruptor for everybody. And I do think that going forward that you probably are going to need this. Also to Fire for Krista. Triple copies of Mathman, of course, burying your Shaddolls, able to trigger them. There's not much else to really say about this guy. Also free draw power for this deck. Now, this is where the beautiful new cards begin. So Ariel, she is flip. You can target one of your banished Shaddoll monsters, special summon it in face up or face down defense position. And if this is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, target up to 3 cards in the graveyard, banish them. So, it doesn't say your graveyard, by the way. It says the graveyard. So, good news with this is you get nice little disruption. You also have a water, which actually kind of back fuels Annoyed Hollis. But you're not always going to use it for that. It's just another off-brand monster. And it does allow for toggling of the graveyard, if you do have to resolve a flip for this to kind of combo extend and so forth. Then, of course, 1 copy of Trick Clown. Same thing. It's that beautiful extender that you dump off of your construct. And you're like, oh, cool, revive it so I can continue on with my plays. That's why I've always loved this card. And then we have this thing. This is one of the best cards. Actually, I think this was the best card that we actually got out of this. So flip, you can special summon one Shaddoll monster from your deck in face up or face down defense position. Absolutely amazing. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard by card effect, so Shaddoll Fusion, you can special summon one Shaddoll monster from your deck in face down defense position. Call out any friend that you need. Bada bing, bada boom. And then, of course, you can only use one Shaddoll Windy. I mean, that's standard. But this card literally beams out whoever we need. It is a wind, by the way. So do bear that in mind. But this was probably by far the best extender / setup card that we've actually been given in a long time for Shaddolls. Now, your standard Shaddoll package, 2 copies of Beast. This is our draw power, essentially. I mean, they do understand that when you are looking at playing Shaddolls, that you do have to play some of the older bad ones. And by the older bad ones, I mean some 2 to 3s of them. And if you open them all up, you're like, oh boy, the House of Bricks here. It is your toolbox. So 2 copies of the draw power. 1 copy of Falco, standard stupid back row disruption. 2 copies of Falco because reviving a tuner / flip, revive something else from the graveyard. I love this card. But you're not going to play 3 of this. Triple copies of Squamata, standard adding from the deck to the hand. And triple copies of Squamata as being the additional extender dump for this deck. I'm always on the fence about Squamata because he's just good for being that deck thin +1 at times. And then other times I just look at him like, you're a terrible card. Spells, we have triple copies of El Shaddoll Fusion. More means to resolve your fusion summons is always going to be a good thing to the players that look at this card and go, ew, why would I do that? I want to play 2 of this. Now max it out. It's pretty good. Now, we have 1 copy of Emergency Teleport because this thing is a psychic. This thing is also a psychic. So, good news, everybody. If Emergency Teleport moves to a larger number, you get to abuse E-Tele for no reason in this deck, which is actually kind of cool. We have 1 Foolish Barrel, triple Shaddoll Fusion, triple copies of Spellbook of Knowledge. Just trigger your Shaddoll, basically draw 2 cards. Alright, I'm cool with that. Why would you not want a free built-in draw engine? Triple copies of Super Polymerization. We have 9 fusion cards built into our main deck here, plus, 1 in the extra deck. Seems pretty good to me. 1 Upstart Goblin for draw power. Then we got the 2 copies of Rush Shaddoll Incarnation. Just target 1 Shaddoll monster in your graveyard, special summon it in face up or face down. Okay, that's pretty good. Then you can banish this card and 1 Shaddoll card from your graveyard to change a face down monster control to face up, or change 1 face up to face down. By the way, the multi-affecting cards like this are really good. And then, of course, we just have 1 Shaddoll core. This card is optional. I've seen some builds play it. I've seen some builds not play it. It really just depends. Alright, down here in the extra deck, we have 1 Shaddoll Construct, the original. Excuse me, the not original, but, it's not all Shaddoll Construct. 1 Anaconda. Let's see here. 1 Unicorn, 1 copy of Gravity Controller. The amount of times I've seen Gravity Controller come up, where you just link out the window into the Gravity Controller to trigger a search, is actually really cool. Going forward into Master Rule 4, though, or 4.5, I do think that this card will see play, just because you toggle it over the Shaddoll, and you get a free extended back. Like, that's pretty good. 1 Cloth Eat, because drawing cards, if you're playing Rituals, alright. Synchro for the power-up, exceeds to power down your opponent. But just making this for the free extender revive that it grants to you, I still think is worth it going forward. So, there's a little side note on that. And of course, the 1 Boral Sword Dragon for OTKs. Then we have the triple Winda, the 1 Shek, the 1 Grista, the triple Construct, and only the 1 copy of the Apokalani. So, it's 2 Shaddoll monsters with different attributes. Must be first fusion summon, can't be destroyed by battle. And if this special summon card, or if you special summon this card, you can target 1 face-up card on the field and negate its effects. Then if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Shaddoll card from your deck to your hand. or graveyard to your hand, and then you discard 1 card. So you get a free search, and you immediately get a trigger Shaddoll effect. Seems good to me. Side deck here we have triple Lancia, 1 Pankratops, triple Drone Lockbird, 1 copy of the Earth Golem Ignister, just because of the beautiful summoning requirements of this thing, 1 Starving Venom, triple Lightning Storm, and triple copies of System Down, wrapping up this relatively interesting deck profile for everybody. So guys, what do you think about this deck? Please leave a comment down below. Of course, you guys got to get entered into the 12 days of Christmas anyway, so you should be commenting and doing that anyway. Once again, thanks Lund for sending this bad boy on in, and well, what do you guys think? Alright guys, I'm going to leave you with your thoughts, and we'll be rolling back on in for day 13 tomorrow. Peace out, guys. The ride never truly ends. Thank you, patrons, for helping support the channel. Without you guys, I don't know if I'd still be doing this. And for those of you that like Cardfight Vanguard, FanCool40 is here for all your content needs. And those of you asking if I sell cards, mcoolgames.com for all your trading card game needs. Check the description for more interesting info. Thanks for watching, guys.